Hey, Tay, how are you?
I'm good, teacher. And how about you?
Yeah, I'm good. A lot better today. I'm so like really exhausted. When I come back from the health center, I visit six health center today, and it's so hot in Battambang. But when I get back to the office around four something, and I take a nap, now I feel better, a lot better.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot better now. Why everyone is so late today? They wait for a link or what is it? They don't join from the. Okay. I think it should be fine. They are really late. So we can start first. We need to wait for them. Okay, so Ta is coming.
Yeah, teacher. Đang mệt không teacher? Hey.
Yeah, so Ta, how is your life?
Uh, it's normal.
It's normal. Your life is like normal life. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Normal is good. If abnormal is then it's abnormal. Right? What about you, saying? How is your life back there in Phnom Penh?
Not really good, teacher. Running.
Running nose?
No, it's running.
It's raining. Okay, raining is good.
Yes.
Yeah. I was in at Phnom Penh like last two, yeah, on I think on Friday, I guess. I wanted to visit you, but I was so tired, and your uncle just take me around in the city, and then I came back to Battambang at night. I guess like I got here at around 3 a.m. in the morning. So
Oh, okay, teacher.
next time I will visit you.
Mm.
Without wasting our time just going to this one. But first thing first, maybe we can listen it a little bit. You want to listen it? Yeah, practice your listening. Who is typing something? Okay, we can listen a little bit of it.
Lesson 2. Phrasal verbs for Matt and Jane are friends. Listen to them talk about Jane's difficult day at work.
Hey, Jane, what's the matter?
It was a rough day at work. The boss blew up at me when I told him I hadn't finished a project on time.
Mhm.
He said I was lazy, unreliable, and that I had really let him down.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
What really pisses me off is that there were legitimate reasons for the delay, but he didn't even let me explain. He just yelled at me for a solid 20 minutes before he finally. I was so shaken up that I left early to try and pull myself together.
I feel for you. I've worked with a number of people who flip out when something doesn't go exactly according to plan.
How do you cope with coworkers like that?
Try not to let their comments get to you. Remember that some people lash out at others when they're under a lot of pressure.
True. I'm dreading going to work tomorrow, though. My boss is probably still fuming about the whole situation.
Don't fret about it. Just do your best work in the future, and he'll eventually get over this one incident.
I hope so.
Hey, I know what'll help cheer you up. How about seeing that new comedy movie everybody's been raving about?
Oh, my sister saw that the other day and loved it. She said she was cracking up the entire time. Let's definitely go. All right, now let's learn the phrasal verbs from this conversation. Jane says her boss blew up. The phrasal verb blow up can be used for explosions, like the explosion of a bomb. But in this context, it means that her boss exploded in anger. We can also say blow up at someone to identify the person at whom the anger is directed. So in this case, the boss blew up at Jane. Jane's boss said that she let him down. The phrasal verb let someone down means to disappoint someone. The fact that the boss didn't let Jane explain the situation pisses her off. If something pisses you off, it means that it really annoys or upsets you or makes you angry. However, this phrasal verb can be a little bit offensive, so a more polite alternative is tick off. Both of these phrasal verbs can also be used as adjectives with the form of the verb to be to describe a person who is angry. For example, she's really pissed off, or she's really ticked off. Both of these expressions mean she's really angry. After 20 minutes, Jane's boss finally calmed down. This means to become calm and relaxed after being angry or upset. However, Jane was shaken up. Shaken up means to feel upset or emotionally unstable. People often feel shaken up after an accident or a major shocking event.
Yeah.
Jane left work early to try to pull herself together. This means to stabilize and organize her thoughts and emotions. We always use this phrasal verb with a reflexive pronoun like myself, yourself, herself, etc. Matt says he feels for Jane. This means he can empathize or sympathize with her. In other words, he understands how she's feeling, and he's sorry that she's feeling bad. Matt has also worked with colleagues who flip out. That means get very upset or agitated when things go wrong. Another phrasal verb for this is freak out. Jane then asks how to cope with difficult coworkers. To cope with something is to endure or tolerate a difficult person or situation.
Yeah.
It is similar to the phrasal verb put up with from the last lesson, except that put up with can only be used for annoying situations, whereas cope with can be used for annoying or tragic situations. For example, coping with the death of a loved one. Matt tells Jane, try not to let their comments get to you. If something gets to you, it means it disturbs you or affects you emotionally in a negative way.
Yeah.
He also reminds her that some people lash out at others. To lash out means to give a sudden, angry verbal attack. People often lash out when they are feeling defensive or when they are having a bad or stressful day. Jane is worried about the next day at work because she thinks her boss is still fuming about the situation. To fume about something means to stay angry for an extended period of time. But Matt advises her not to fret about it. Fret about means to worry. He tells her that with time, her boss will get over the incident.
Yeah.
To get over something means to recover from it. Matt then suggests something to cheer Jane up. That means make her happier. He wants to go to a movie that people have been raving about. Rave about means to say lots of excellent things about it. Jane says her sister was cracking up when she saw the movie. To crack up means to start laughing. So Jane agrees to go to the movie. You've now learned 17 phrasal verbs about emotions. Continue to the quiz and writing exercises to put these phrasal verbs into practice and come back tomorrow for lesson 3.
All right.
Lesson.
Good. So it's okay. It's just a short lesson. What you need to do is just practice it. Okay. So I need two to be like this one. Again, up and down, like practice it. I need math and Jane. Who want to be Matt, and who want to be Jane? Come on. Sota and say is math. Sota is Jane. You can practice this conversation back and forth.
Okay, sure. Hey Jane, what's the matter?
It was a rough day at work. The boss blew me up at me when I told him I hadn't finished the project on time. He said I was lazy, unreliable, and that I had really let him down.
Okay.
Sorry to hear that.
What really pisses me off is that there were like
Legitimate reason.
for the league, but he didn't even let me explain. He just yelled at me for a solid 20 minutes before he finally calmed down. I was so shaken up then that I feel that I left early to try and pull myself together.
Good.
Oh, I feel for you. I work with a number of people who flip out when something doesn't go exactly according to plan.
How do you cope with coworkers like?
Try not to let their comments get to you. Remember that some people lash out at others when they are under a lot of pressure.
Okay.
True, I'm dreading going to work tomorrow, though my boss is probably still fuming about the whole situation.
Don't fret about it. Just do your best work in the future and he eventually get over this one incident.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Hey, I know what's help cheer you up. How about seeing the new comedy movie everyone's been raving about?
Oh, my sister saw that the other day and loved it. She said she was cracking up in the entire time. Let's definitely go.
Okay. Good. Okay, May and who else? Who are in the class? Okay, we have Long, we have Rabbit. May and Rabbit. Go back to maths and Jane again. Okay. Rabbit, are you there?
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Okay, math. You are math and Jane is May. Come on. Okay, go ahead. May, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Here we go.
Hey, Jane, what's the matter?
It was a rough day at work. The boss blew up at me when I told him I haven't finished a project on time. He said he said I was lazy, unreliable, and that I had really let him down.
Sorry to hear that.
What really pisses me off is that there were legitimate
Mhm.
reasons for the delay, but he didn't even let me explain. He just yelled at me for a solid 20 minutes before he finally calmed down. I was so shaken up that I left early to try and pull myself together.
I feel for you. I work with a number of people who flip out when something doesn't go exactly according to plan.
How do you cope with coworkers like that?
Try not to let their comments get to you. Remember that some people lash out at others when they're under a lot of pressure.
Pressure.
True.
Pressure.
True. I'm dreading going to work tomorrow, though. My boss is probably still fuming about the whole situation.
Don't fret about it. Just do your best work in the future, and he'll eventually get over this one incident.
I hope so.
Hey, I know what helped cheer you up. How about seeing that new comedy movie everyone's been raving about?
Oh, my sister saw that the other day and loved it. She said she was cracking up the entire time. Let's definitely go.
Okay, good. Okay, I need one more. Yeah. But you have another guy here?
Yes.
Anyone here? Where's my what happening to my Zoom? You still can hear me? Feel like I'm freezing. But can you hear me?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, good. Yeah, then please go on. Who wanna be another partner? Who else in the group? Long, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please go ahead. Feel like my Zoom is freezing, but let's see. Okay, let's go. Start. So you are the guy, and Watai is the Jane, the girl.
Hey, Jane, what's the matter?
It was a rough day at work. The boss blew up at me when I told him I had done finished a project on time. He said I was lazy, unreliable, and that I had really let him down.
Sorry to hear that.
Okay.
What's really pissed me off is legitimate reasons for the delay, but he didn't even let me eat plan. He just yelled at me for a solid 20 minutes before he finally calmed down. I was so shaken up that I felt early to try and pull myself together.
Okay.
I feel bad for you. I've worked with a number of people who flipped out when something doesn't go exactly according to plan.
Mhm.
How do you cope with coworkers like that?
Try not to let their comments get to you. Remember that some people lash out at others when they're under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
True. Dreading going to work tomorrow. Thought my boss is probably still
What happened? Is something wrong? What happened? Is it like stuck or what happening?